Unfortunately, because of the difficulties brought about by this pandemic, it has persuaded institutions to forego relevant activities, shifting from traditional and usual practices to online and other interventions. While observing necessary measures such as physical distancing and community quarantine, etc. How vast the problem may be, we still have to push forward, keeping in mind that our safety and wellness is our individual and personal responsibility. Today, indeed, is a very momentous event for all of us, as we witnessed earlier the ribbon-cutting ceremony of the Provincial Livelihood Training and Productivity Center and of launching of the Bangsamoro Scholarship Program of the Basic, Higher, Technical Education of TESDA 2020. With this in mind, let us all invoke the presence of Almighty God with us through an opening dua to be led to us by Mr. Arwin J. Asgali, which will be followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem to be conducted by Ms. Asia Jailani, requesting everyone to please rise from their seats.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين يا الله يا Tuhan namu luput Ikaw in makaingat sinamu iban sinuko namu atap tapat halaw sindan ko namu in panghindu kayo mo ya Allah ya Tuhan namu luput Ikaw in makaingat sinwai ya Allah ya Tuhan namu lapasi sindan ko namu dengan hinang sakutu hinang jaging jang iku iban takapur ya Allah kamu in makusuk kumaun muplak tiwaibuan sidiwarat namu ya Allah, ya Tuhan namu, ipamungsok namu, ingkatan pakarajaan kaymu, ya Allah, ya Tuhan namu, lapasi kami, katan, tandai kabinsanaan, kemudaratan, di olah lepasu, ya Allah, wairun dalangan namu, memalingkan ikut Ikaw, ya Allah, ya Tuhan namu, urus lain pemitamu, laun sin Quran mulia, ya Allah, ya Tuhan namu, dagdapusin katan pakarajaan, dihilikan itu so, Dewan Tatap-tapa, mengiman si kami, supaya ang maksud namu, magsangsa pakatan, maglalagi, sin katarangan, sin Provincial Livelihood Training and Productivity Center ini, ya Allah, ya Tuhan namu, ito pa namu, di pagsuport kayo mo, sin hidayatan mo kami, ya paghamu, iwan pia pagsangsa, dahil sa lagi kalau namu mahinang kirana, ikalawag kasi dengan dahil mapagtulong tarang, parayat, pagkauman, lagi aula, pagkatilwakan, sinulpaso. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan namu, patap-tapadi kamu, insila to rahim, supaya inamanat, ikatukbal kamu, dumakus, iwan makinang tusaka, iwan ilaw simling kata, laway din haranmu, ya Allah, amin. Allahumma rabbana la tuzigh qulubana, ba'da idh hadaytana wa hab lana min ladunka rahmatan innaka antal wahhab. Allahumma rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina adzabannar wa qina adzabannar wa adkhilna al-jannata ma'al abrar ya aziz ya ghaffar ya rabbal alamin subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wassalamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
may now be seated. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, we shall hear an opening remarks from the Director of the Sulu Provincial Livelihood Training and Productivity Center, none other than Ma'am Hadja Nurunisa Eitan. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
The Honorable Dusakur M. Tan, Governor of Sulu, Vice Governor of Dusakur, Abubakar Tan II, Vice Governor of Sulu, Specialists and Field Officers of TESTA and officials of MBHTE present, our honored and invited guests, head of agencies and directors of the different offices, friends, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wal barakatuh. I am indeed fortunate that upon assuming the provincial directorship of PLTPC, that among my first official function is the launching today of the MBHTE TESTA ARM 2020 and its first 70 scholars for Sulu under this program. It is said that education in any form and manner is emancipating, breaking the chain of ignorance that is one of the causes of poverty and contributes to the failure of any country or community to progress and develop. Education does not only refer to the rudiments of teaching, grammar, or earning a degree, or what we term as formal education. In many advanced countries, today where access to formal education are readily open and masterals, doctorates in many fields of disciplines are within reach, are now facing shortage of skilled workers and artisans, as most of the educated population are schooled in managerial and supervisory levels. And the necessary workforce have to be imported from the third world countries, including the Philippines, whose workers number billions in overseas. Now, these developed countries are encouraging their young generation to pursue skills development, and there is a pronounced shift towards that end. To seek knowledge, even as far as China, an exhortation attributed to the Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam punctuates the importance of pursuing education in all fields to equip the people with the instrument of preserving and promoting human dignity and self-respect. Along this line of thoughts, even when the world is reeling from the effect of COVID, our pursuit for knowledge and skills should not be put on hold. Having said that, let me remind everyone, particularly the trainers and the scholars, to exercise and abide by the various health protocols set by the interagency of the COVID. That is, of course, we know all, the washing of the hands, frequent washing of the hands, wearing of the mask, and distancing. This is not to curtail our movement or for us to be insecure or not comfortable, but this is for our own good, for the safety of our families and of our loved ones. Good luck to all the scholars Of course, this is not a normal times, and we have all to conform to the extraordinary measures. So please, you should abide by these protocols. Good luck to all the scholars, to your family. Be proud to be the scholars of the center and stay safe always. Thank you. Wabadu wassalam.
We also thank you, Mama G. It is really true that education is actually a 360-degree when it is developed with scales. With that, let us give Mama G another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. This moment in time, we shall hear a message to be delivered by one of our TESDA specialists, Mr. or should I say Engineer Abdul Jeffari K. Alama, a message from the Minister of Education, Minister Muhagdir Iqbal, and also Mr. Abdul Jeffari K. Alama will have the overview of program for this event. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, Engineer Alama.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My courtesy to our provincial governor, Honorable Abdussakur M. Tan, and to our Vice Governor, Honorable Abdussakur Abubakar Tan II, and to our First Lady and the Provincial Director of the Provincial Livelihood and Productivity Center, Ma'am Hajit Nurul Wisaq A. Tan, and to our Provincial Head, Sir Lino A. Alpha, and to all the different agencies present po. So let me deliver po the message from our Minister, Muhagdir Iqbal. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Since its establishment in 2019, the Ministry of Basic, Higher and Technical Education has endeavored to make the educational system of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, BARMM, inclusive, accessible, and relevant to all students and learners, regardless of their ethnicity, religion, socio-economic background, and creed. As I have mentioned in my previous pronouncements, the Ministry recognizes that a person needs intellectual knowledge and professional skills to succeed. One without the other will not thrive in today's modern economy and catch up to the technological innovations. A person's technical and skills development and progress are essential to thrive in this life. The Ministry of Basic, Higher and Technical Education firmly believes that learning has become more experiential for our students to pick up both knowledge and skills. The Bangsamoro region needs skilled and competent workers to fill the skill gaps in various sectors. We need highly skilled technical people to drive the 12-point agenda of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao and this ministry. Indeed, one of our goals is to produce one professional in every family in the Bangsamoro. And this is where the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority plays a vital role. Today, the Ministry of Basic, Higher and Technical Education presents to the province of Sulu one of its flagship program, which was launched by this ministry last month. The BARMM Scholarship Program for Tibet, the first ever in the history of the region to be funded and initiated by the autonomous government. The Ministry of Basic, Higher and Technical Education allotted a total amount of 112,950,000 for the Technical Vocational Educational Training Program, from which 14 million is for the province of Sulu, in which 1,161 Tausugs will benefit from the different skills training program. The scholarship program includes skills training, entrepreneurship training, values transformational training, national assessment, and training support fund. I believe this program will be a milestone for the Ministry of Education in opening more doors for our Tausug learners to hone their skills and knowledge. I am grateful to the Honorable Governor Abdusapur M. Tan, the Provincial Governor of the province, for the support and cooperation in implementation of this scholarship program. To the First Lady of the province and also the Provincial Director of the Provincial Livelihood Training and Productivity Center, Haja Nurinisa Itan, thank you for your full support on the event in Sulu. As the Education Minister, I am encouraging everyone to continue to move forward and take every step towards a better educational system for the Bangsamoro region. Once again, I thank you all. Wabadu wassalam. So that concludes the message from our Minister, Dr. Iqbal. So let me present let me discuss the program, the scholarship program that will be benefited by the 75 scholars awarded for the Provincial Livelihood Productivity Center. There will be 25 scholars for computer system servicing, 25 scholars on the electrical installation and maintenance, and also 25 scholars under the shielded metal arc welding and C2. Under this program, there will be free skills training. There will be no money collected from the beneficiaries. And there will be also an entrepreneurship training to be conducted by our partners. And also the values training, transformation training to be conducted by the BDA, the Bangsamoro Development Agency. And also, there is an allotted 100 peso per day as allowance for the beneficiaries for the duration of time of the training. So, in the delivery of the training, there will be a mandatory COVID-19 awareness. Like Ma'am Nisa said, dapat po talaga aware tayo sa mga new normal sa recent development ng mundo ngayon dahil sa pandemic. So, mandatory po ito. Before, sa pagkandak ng training, meron po tayong COVID-19 awareness. I-train po kayo ng mga trainers natin, and lahat po naman ng trainers ng PLTPC are well equipped to deliver this training. So, yun lang po ang short overview ng program. Magsugol and salamat.
Thank you very much. That was Engineer Jipari Alama giving us the message of the Minister Iqbal and of course the short overview of the program. At this moment, ladies and gentlemen, we shall hear a special message to be delivered by none other than our father, the father of Dupasu, the Honorable Governor Abdusapur M. Tan. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Dari Vice Governor Tanyo, Abdusapur A. Tan, the second course na director sa training center Tanyo, no other than sin one and only Mang Nurunisa Adja Nurunisa Tan, director sa training center Tanyo. Of course, yarin Pinita Colonel Bawayan. OIC ta, Ilino, Alpa. Of course, ang test specialist tayo, General Lama. And of course, Mr. Canaria, Director Tong Piplahan, si DTI, Barangay Chairman Ta, si Salik Wahid, and of course, Agriculture Director Ta, Mercia Asti, and certainly Imam Hangsa. and representative ng Bangsamoro Development Authority. Nahiran na kayo katantan. Again, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Muna, tuway pwede din ma-appreciate ko rin namin kwanin. I never really expected that this structure would be as beautiful, better than ever before. Akan na, bang kita malingkat malanud yan, kinhinangan tayang malanud na, nalita ni Ma. Agkari ko, si Kuanin lamo pili, nung unang pumunta dito, ang dumi-dumi nito, yung maayos ko to. So, hindi ko ini-expect na magiging ganito to. Pero ngayon, this should be a very important factor for encouragement to improve this some more, especially in my competence or in my as governor of the province of Sulu. You can expect full support from your provincial government. Siguro wairon na ba ini? Dahil hindi bukura dyan hindi autonomous region, even perhaps throughout the country. Initially, I went to see the administrator of TESTA, or general manager of TESTA, the Administrator Peña, La Peña, Bakas Commissioner of Customs, the General Peña. Kato ko, so why to maon in training, ready? Because we have the structure. And we should be able to develop this into one of the best facilities, if not the best. Not only here, in the region, as I said, kahit throughout the country. And I have seen structures in Manila of the TESDA itself. Ate po, ours is very, very much comparable to theirs. To the main office, kawag malano. Isa ng kantin, in banyo biyan, malano. To me, this is an initial training. Initial training, sing kita bang jadiin in pag-educate ang mga magti-train at ang mag-school. Sambatan, pa-school kita, ba't kita makaka-degree? With due respect, ang mga degree holders, uno, mahinang sin degree, bang mayroon special skills na. I have traveled to some countries. You know rin to Taiwan, Taipei do, they hire degree holders to become their workers. For them to become rich. The owners of factories, of companies, and other businesses. In Dakon, aming mga upuan, aming mga taga-degree. In sila to, they do not go to school so that they can be employed. They go to school so that they can help others to get employment. How? Entrepreneurship. Biya kanyo, bang kamo yan na ubos na nag-school at nag-training, you get a certificate, of course you will have skills. In skills nyo, ayaw nyo tawaan sa job. pakaya niyo na bawa kamu bata pa. Akan na subay aon skills ta. Bang kita sungod mag-business, subay aon na skills ta. Ay kamu umasalo niyo na maginangag madto pa abroad, maginangag madto pa kuan. Pingatan niya maginang pa mga abroad yan. Ha? With due respect ang mga mabayang mga abroad, dakon sa jabitan niyo si mga Arab. Pag uwas tiyo na, sila sa dyan magkapunyahan kato. And worse, you will be separated from your families, which is supposed to be at the basic unit of the community, family. So, that may even defeat the purpose of having a family. What good is there in having a family if you are continents apart from each other? So, para ako, I do not encourage you. I mean, mag-abroad. Of course, kung mayroon kayo nga, akan na suway ang skills ta. Mga ang skills, makapag-business kita niyo. Akan na, yari ma'am, ang si na DSWD, this I have been espousing that matang mga livelihood programs rin and other programs such as 4Ps. Who should be the beneficiaries of this 4Ps program of government? Number one, as a form of encouragement and a come-on for would-be trainees. Lago kanila ni all trainees, registered trainees, should automatically make you as beneficiaries of this 4Ps program for the duration of the training. As well as, suratan ko in OPAP, ang programs in OPAP. Dilan sila, kapital? Dihilan kamu kapital, sin OPAP. Of course, evaluaton, mag-evaluate. Dalaw ko, sulatan ko sila. DSWD, General Bautista, sinulatan ko yan. Secretary Bautista. Sulatan ko yung Secretary Galvez. So why mag-qualify in graduates? Test the graduates na hindi. So why ka mo mag-qualify in after evaluation, amin, makatayma ka mo pagkapital. Pag makagraduate na. Asaluway na ki-school at nagki-training, so why ka mo beneficiaries sin 4Ps. Sabab na you will be kept away from your mga usahan niyo. Yan, namay ka mo rin na usahan niyo. Sabi nagki-training kami. Baka mo ito nag-usa, mayroon kang, hindi ka mo makakonsentrate. Dakan, amuyan ko yung naming pangko. Not only that, practically all government agencies and departments aon hadya program niya livelihood program, including the Department of Agriculture. So why ka mo mag-benefit? In fact, if you ask me, maybe our representative tanyo, a House of Representatives, we have Ikusog-Tausog, and of course, you have your representative of First District. Maybe I would propose that they file a measure that would require employment, even in government offices, so by our skills niya, so by sila TESDA, certified graduates. So why yan yung requirement? Bukod, pati ko na job test yan, kaupos kami rin. Pag-ubos, hindi kayo nga tamungunin ninang. So why, how to the skills? Amo yan yung sabay amin hinangon. To me, actual. what good is there to have knowledge about anything if you do not have any experience? In knowledge, mag-emanate yan from experience. Palawang class ka, in a classroom, bang mayroon nakalabay experience, nothing to teach. Bukod ka na ito, friend, ay sila yung mga master na kula sa sila yun. Administrator ACT. SCT. So, and talagyan doon, skills. So, why our special skills nyo? Now, yari, immersion. Loko, bangin mo ka, malingkat ganapan tanyo sin agriculture and fisheries. So, why our agriculture and fisheries? Nabakas na rin amin DPWH, iba ni Sinarimbo, Secretary, loko saway aon agriculture din di. Iba sin maparka ito. Oh. So why aon biya ano ba? Biya pilot area tama biya demo farm. Malingkaton, di kita ni agriculture, iba fisheries. May tap. Agriculture, itungan katan kita nyo, takalupa kita nyo. Aon sa diyan, isan na kuman hamang taikod ba kita nyo biyan. Ano na ko pabrigid? Pakita pabrigid. Uy, yung mga sayol diyan itong katan, long paso-paso, amin plastic ko nyo. Tumo na ito yung isa na uno. That is skills nila. Because pagkataon rin ng mga mountain province, ng mga bagyo. Dalaw kumaraw pagkita nyo nagtanong, ngayon na, inamin, biya demo farm ta, yaw na rin si Nuno yaw, atakba, yaw na atakba, na, makadali na yaw, incorporate na, di program, sin, kwanta nini, training center. Inamonta niyo na demo farm as well as fisheries. Subay out area tayo for fisheries. Sabab, ihulang tayo very rich mga istaga. Ay mag-ista rin di katan, taurubayin. Yari katan ni mag-ista, na narubay ko lang. Hindi ka ito pasalo, no? Not only do we not have mga equipment, we do not have that skill. Mayroon skills tayo. Namisan na kita nurilang marising kapanyaman. Mayroon skills tayo. Tabakaon, kita ni mag-isna, kita ni mag-inang sardinas, kita ni magkakinisan. So, biyayanin namin, ay kamo leso-leso sa pag-training nyo ni, parayawan nyo. Ay nyo na, tabya, ay nyo na kalimbaran nyo. Mari kamo, ang pabaya magpangpanan yung mga magkaka-certificate, ay nyo na akali na mimbaran nyo. Parayawan nyo na, sa future nyo yan. Amo yan yung future nyo. Ang book yan, ipa-require ko to dyan. And test the certificate of training, so why tuod, ilan mo, a qualification. To me, that is far better than taking the exams and then fail. Mas maraya pa yan. Sabab, ang to, kayo katakaw skills nyo. Na. In training center ni, kung na dyan ni Benny, pangayuan tapay ni kapanyapan, lawakan ta kapanyapan, ipa kay was able to invite de La Peña. Amen. Administrator atau Director General si Testa, siya ay nangakari. Nag-caption building tayo. And in fairness, this was constructed during the time of the late Governor Tupaylo during his incumbency as Governor of the province of Sulu. So, ingatan mo, kanya-kanya yan, magpa-ladyuhan knowledge ataw aming pigilan. So, napikil nila in future, namin bangsa ta, na suway tuon namin mga training yan. So, parayawan nyo, iranin ini, ang bata ni ma'am, abo na ini, maybe this is not the bukod pa normal in one. But to me, this should be the better normal. May maawon in discipline. Naawon in discipline. Magbukas na kita 5, magbutang na kita biyaan, ingat na kita si distancing, ingat na kita si magpark, kunin ni nangunta, namin normal na kauna na abuse, diba? Biyayawon, to me, this should be the better normal. O, bang normal na kauna, dapat mas normal yung biyayawon. So, may aon disiplina. Do not look at this from its negative side. Dapat positive in namin. Panay matasin ini. Mataon yung benefits na katarendi. Mataon sa benefits. Nakita mo, biyawon ka mura niya makapag face-to-face in training. Sabi ko, lang na rin pamanjari. Uy, may tayo mga takot-tapat yato. Atawa mga Mindanao yato, lang yan, ay mga komunis, nakatabok na certificate. Nakatabok na ng certificate, naubos na ng training lang niya. Livelihood, TESDA. Tametas, medya komunis. So, muna-muna, amin, regular members of the community. So, yan, true to all. Sambat na ni Mayor Lim, inununo ka should be true to all or not at all. So, inyan, hambog pagpanyo na suportahan ko to namin programa ini. Labi luwa na, kita ka na, simbya ini. Ya, ang nakubog, langog-langog sa dyan namin kwantay ini. Nakita ko yun, bunal na. Ano ko na, yan ang pagpad makakuha ni Maro, pwede din para yaw-rayaw na dyan. Nabiyayaon, we can expand. We can expand. In fact, I thought that we could make use of the other property. I mean, sewage bakasyaw na sumagawa. Pinangon na yaon via isolation facility, which in the future, even after this pandemic, we can make use of that, perhaps as an extension of our provincial hospital. So, ngayon. But in the meantime, we are waiting for the approval of the staffing complements that we have requested from Manila through the BARMM, from the Department of Budget and Management. But up to now, we have not yet received any feedback on our request. So, but meantime, ito kita nagsulat, balik si pa-approve. So, within 60 days from the commencement of the construction, we expect it to be completed within 60 days. So, we started last July 22nd. So, by mga September 22nd, so we completed na yun. And then, expand some more. So, isa rin lupatay ni. If we can do that, we will still expand this. O, palagunta pa. Anyway, this is a property of the NHA, National Housing Authority. So, palagunta pa, make this as one big community for our people who would like to train, who would like to be self-employed. Ikaw yan ko self-employment. Atin naman kusaha. Bukod kita maghinang, para hadukain. You can do it that way. Because, pagka mo ginangadya ka mo, na, ano sa di makasi? Tingka mo. Yato. Bangka mo. Magusaha. Magbutang ka mo usaha. Okay, mag-welding. Pag ginang ako, magkari makaingati ka mo kayo ng business. Pag ginang ako tamaraw. Pag ginang ako tricycle. Mag-welding ako wire. Inyan, kayo may business. Kalagihan mo yan, o iwan mo. Lamanable mo. Pero ikaw, ikay magbuhat sinaming makina tayo. So, nakatawang ka. Oh, that will generate labor. That can generate employment. So, biyayat to. Kaya na sinong farm mo. Baka ang farm mo, maglaki ka, more hands. So, kumawa ka, aso paya, aon, makatawang kayo. So, bukod sa jabaran mo, makausaha. Sambil pangdaig mo, family mo, iwan mo, makatawang kayo. Kapag ka magiging kanto biyan, pero sa mabayat tumabang kung mo siya rin na biyanan. Pag inang kako, employed na ka mo, tali saan tumabang? Iniman mo. So, in-encouragement ko kanyo, ini-advise ko kanyo, bilang anak takang bata. Pag-usaha ka mo. Ami atin namin kuwanon. Bukod usaha, ami maghinang ka mo yan. Maka-approve ko, o na-certificate ko. Tapos sadya ka mo sintaw rin dito taruway mula yan. Tapos, pinsanaon pa ka mo. Kung ka, magkaruwag na ni Rasan. Pinsanaon pa sila, simpya ginangan nila. Busukan mga tuwing piyaso. So, bukod na sabi tumarayaw ang mga kwanta. Ma-abuse pa kami. So, may opportunity, yan kanyo. So, kami, we will try to provide as much as possible. We want to provide opportunities for everyone, especially for our people here in the province of Sulu. So, we hope in BARMM, na yan in Bangsamoro, in a development authority, ulat-ulat kami na iposposin namin Bangsamoro Development Authority in namin mga program yan na sin scholarship, sin training yan in provincial government is very much committed to provide full support within our competence. Supaya namin bangsata kumuanto maka-zoom paunahan. So may ate namin kalagyan. Especially so, may problem lang niya, poverty. May natin yan, ang poverty, although I hardly believe that the rate is that much. Abot dahil tao rin magpa-register. Di sila magwarangkan na pangandal in poverty incidents na hindi mataas doon. Because itaw rin din mag-register. So, tumaas. Otherwise, matawad mga tao takasin na hindi alumpaso. Tao takasin. If you travel to other parts of Mindanao, nakita mo bang dyan din, dry lands. Mayroong nagulang mga igandan, mayroong mga piano. Para hindi ka pilihan ka tanay igandan. Yan, matawad na usaha, sinabi yung tao. Ang kanda, hati ko, because of the condition, situation of localities, yung mga kamagaman, matawad lisuan di ka to. Ulisuan sila because life is easy. Life is easy. Kana lang, di ba, own crisis, bang crisis, magtuyo kita yan. Crisis. So, magtuyo. So, it is in crisis that you find opportunities. So, if you are able to transform crisis into opportunities, that number one, go. So, may ani namin na hinangutan na pagkarikato, di maluay, magkampung ta, sabihan na kita, buusan kita yan. Kapag yan naulan nyo kayo, pero magputang ka. Namo yan, namin pagkukan nyo, parayawan nyo, namin pag-training nyo. Kali, we have created items just for the purpose of providing yung mga trainers that we have facility. So, ang po items, 1 registrar, 6 security guards, utility. So, kuwan sa ini, professional facility. Ini kompleto tayo namin kuwan na din, ganapan ta pa, itaunta mo na yung mga gamit, yung mga pagtitrainingan nyo. So, kapangayon taraya, dito taas. So, rin ako magpahawa si Juan ko kapag isun-isun na sakitan nyo yan. Ini, out pa kuwan nyo, out pa, ano ba? Computer? Out? Oh, this computer, yung mga training was started during the time of President Ramos, si Ming Ramos, mga Helping Hand Foundation. Sila yung nag-provide kato. So, Brato in Kangkong, again, let me congratulate Mrs. Turun Nisatan, former Vice Governor, and Governor, Vice Governor, and maybe Governor again, Ituto Tan. Now, of course, thank you mga nagsusupport ka to, Mamangsa, Mersian, PD, Barangay na to, DTI, Bangsamoro, and certainly, aming mga nakurasi, aming facility tayo namin ni Biakan Jason, Iwan na, yari mga Indalino, Iwan na, Mr. Lama. So, nevan na siya namin kamukatan. Parayawan niyo, kayo nyo, amin muna. Malikat na ini. Malano. So, ay pagbalik tama rin kung malumni na. So, ay malano na tuod. Oh. Amo yan hindi makaril ka niya gana. Pagpakita tamalan. So, at kita niya di lisuan namin magtawag. Puspus tayo namin tawag na. Ang batan ko, amo na ini inambuk pakatawang kato. In fact, lang ko kanila, bang ka mo mag-graduate, may tayo nilit niya may nang pag-graduate na hindi, iwan sinangin tugan nyo, iwan gown nyo. Bisa ni mag-school nyo, may pagkaingatan. Iwan na pag-gown, di pa mapating James biyan. Ha? Ini, sumayan, aon biyan to. Dapat, murid pindahan, yung kanila niya naka-school sila o pagtaon degree. Sa pagmistahon, may ingat ka mo rin kanila. Field of your choice. Ika na general. Na. So, mayanin namin, sumayan, dihilan niya, give it greater dignity. Namin, no ordinary. In skills, very few people have special skills. So, baka mo, makakaway skills, these are skills. These skills that are denied to many. So many do not have the skills. Ikaw mo aon. Kami siya na pini. Maway, ada ko mag-anad ako mag-istak. Maway ako mag-anad magtanong. Ada ko yun magtanong. Kaya para na tukita hopis. So, biyayanin namin kwanto. Kano? Get it from me. Ama niwa ko. Get it from me. Mag-school, maghinang paparinta. Ang mura to, tabi kamu naghinang paparinta. Ang kamupupon namin, nakurasin namin mga parinta. Pero, pagkos ng school, then school pa ba? Ingabay pa school. Yaw-yaw din, office pa ba? Hindi nga ba yung office? Kung kami ato, puno na isungat na niyo. Paglasta, retired. Pag-retired, matay. Murama na pera may cycle sinaming banta. Oh. Na, murah-murahan, continue ho rin eh. Si National Tala, tayo Hudyo, Governor Toto, program of ours and for our people, for the province of Sulu, na iban namin katan, nakita nyo rin din. Pauli, pagsarang sukol, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillah, magsukul din sa Governor Tan. I would just like to emphasize the Silver Jubilee tagline of TESDA. Ang sabi ng TESDA, sa TESDA, abot lahat. In this institution, we have the equipment, the facilities, we have the infrastructure, and of course, we have the support of our provincial government. Kaya abot natin lahat. Maraming salamat po. Allow me to applause again to our Governor Tan. Thank you, sir. In this venture, ladies and gentlemen, we shall award the Certificate of Appreciation. I will be reading the citation. Republic of the Philippines, Bangsamoro Autonomous Region and Muslim Mindanao, Technical Education and Skills Development Authority. Certificate of Appreciation. This certificate is presented to Honorable Abdusakur M. Tan in grateful acknowledgement of his distinguished and invaluable service rendered as guest speaker during the launching of Bangsamoro Autonomous Region and Muslim Mindanao Scholarship Program of the Ministry of Basic, Higher and Technical Education, TESDA 2020, given this 13th day of August 2020 at PLTPC Tanjung Indanan, Sulu. Signed, the Provincial Director of PLTPC, none other than Hadja Nurunisa A. Tan. Signed, Provincial Head of Bangsamoro Basic, Higher Technical Education, TESDA Sulu, Lino A. Alpa. May I please request Ma'am Hadja Nurunisa to hand over the Certificate of Appreciation to our Governor of the Tan.
Kami rin distance eh.
Once more, thank you very much, sir. At this venture, we shall have the launching proper and the presentation of scholars of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region and Muslim Mindanao Scholarship Program of the Ministry of Basic, Higher and Technical Education, TEST 2020, to be facilitated by none other than the officer in charge of the provincial TESDA, none other than Mr. Lino A. Alpa. Sir?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. By the power vested in me as Provincial Head of Ministry of Basic and Higher Technical Education, I will present the candidate to Director Hadja Nurunisa A. Tan, 20 candidates of Shield and Meter Arc Welding. Welding. 20 candidates of electrical installation and maintenance, NC2, and computer system servicing, NC2. Ma'am.
We shall have the director for the acceptance of our scholars.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. To Allah, most merciful God, I, Haja Nurunisa Abubakar Tan, the Director of the Livelihood Training Center, do hereby accept you as scholars entrusted to our centers. And with this trust, hope, and confidence, we hope that you will perform to the best of your abilities, worthy to the province of Sulu, to this center, and to your families. Good luck, inshallah.
Congratulations to our scholars. You may be seated. Thank you. At this moment in time, we shall have the Administrator of Sulu College of Technology Incorporated, ever dearest Haji Premio N. Canaria, for the closing remarks. Sir?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My respect to the Governor of the Province of Sulu and also to his better half, the former Governor and also the incoming Governor, sabi ni Governor Sabur, the Provincial Director of the PNP, Sulu, sir, representatives from the BARMM, representatives of the different line agencies, and do I give partner ko sa din na very mercy ba? Doon. Oh. Members sa the technical working group na kauna. Another member of the technical working group, ito si Mrs. Jalani. Beloved scholars, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. As I was listening to the speeches of both of them, unang-una dun sa kay Ma'am Hadja Nurunisa, I was reminded